Rhythms of discipline. For the moment, all discipline seems painful rather than pleasant, but later it yields the peaceful fruit of righteousness to those who have been trained by it. Hebrews 12:11. I decided to run a half marathon one spring several years ago. It was a ridiculous decision. I do not like running. I signed up, paid money, and booked a flight to Florida and was immediately full of regret. But the other girls doing it with me, Blair, Katie, Emily, had signed up, paid, and booked as well, so there was no backing out. I downloaded a training program to my iPhone to fall before the race and decided I would spend 6 months really training for the half marathon. I didn't. So by the time March rolled around and we were packing for the weekend, I had jogged approximately 3 miles in my training, and I was about to attempt 13 and 1/10. After more than 3.5 hours, I crossed that finish line. Only three gift packs remained on the table, and in the official standings of thousands of racers, I finished next to last. Yikes. I could never do that. 3 grandmas walking finished in front of me. The next week was the most painful week of my life. Every muscle hurt, every single one. I walked like I had just ridden a horse from Maine to Florida on every beach. I pretty much just walked to lie on the floor and wanted to lay like a starfish with an IV of ibuprofen for 2 to 10 days. Wow, I cannot read this morning, you guys. My lack of training and lack of discipline really came back to haunt me after the race. I could have done better in that race, dealt with less pain, and possibly even attempted another race of that distance had I actually trained. Discipline has always felt like rules to me. And even though I'm a natural-born rule follower, when I'm the one making the rules and trying to keep them, it's not as natural. The truth is that discipline isn't rules you have to live by or that you have to obey by. Discipline is the work done on the practice field so you're ready for the big game. Ooh, I love that. Discipline is the work done on the practice field so you are ready for the big game. What does that discipline look like? I don't know for you. I just know that I often like to label discipline as something boring and unnecessary when really, if you want to be brave and be ready to get called into the game, you have to practice. Your discipline, the rhythm that makes the best you, whether it's training your body, your mind, or your spirit, or all three, shows up when it's time to say the right thing, do the right thing, be the brave person you want to be. It's the practice that makes perfect and the practice that makes you brave. Be brave. What's one area of your life you could be more disciplined? Hello, my business, always. All right, let's do our little morning. Okay, so for those watching this on replay, I love to do this morning affirmation video. So that's what we just did. And let's do our May Cause Miracles.
Miraculous relationships. Today, you'll be guided to pay attention to the holy instant. Through your miracle-minded perspective, you'll be guided to release old fears and restore your faith in oneness. This is the holy instant. Enjoy the metamorphosis that occurs when you let love in. Each time you shift your perception from separation to oneness, you'll document the experience and honor the holy instant. Throughout the day, as you practice bringing love to all your relationships, you'll enjoy a sense of peace pass over you and heighten your miracle-minded faith. Morning Reflection, Day 27. Today's exercises will deepen your commitment to the holy instant. Let's see off on the right foot. Get comfortable in your meditation space and listen to the morning passage. And sit in stillness and prepare for today's miracles. Morning Reflection. Today, I am a miracle worker who perceives love in everyone I see. Even my most difficult relationships are miracles. Today, I'm committed to bringing love to all and transcending fear through my faith in miracles. Each encounter is a holy encounter that offers me a chance to grow. Sit for 1 minute of stillness. Affirmation, Day 27. Today, I am a miracle worker. I choose to see love in all. Use this affirmation when you encounter anyone today. Remind yourself of your true purpose and stay committed to love. Even if it's difficult, maybe you have a hard time staying committed to love when you're talking to a certain coworker or a grumpy neighbor. Remain steadfast. Say to yourself, today I am a miracle worker. I choose to see love in all. Putting in the effort for just one day will blast open doors you thought were locked forever. Evening exercise, Day 27.
Perfect. Okay, so let's journal. I just always do pretty much, unless I have like something that's really bugging me or on my mind, like I will journal that out and then force myself to write about the positive that's in that when I end. So you can always do something like that, or you can do just the standard like 10 things I'm grateful for, 10 dreams that I have, and you're going to write them as if they've already happened, and then like some affirmations or whatever. But let's spend a little bit journaling, and I will play some of my book.
500 companies to teach people how to make themselves better. He owned Edge Learning Institute, which provided motivational speakers and seminars to businesses and schools. He also created the Increasing Human.
Actually, y'all, I just remembered that I'm recording, so let me give my tip, and then I can stop this recording really quick. Okay. So for today, I know that I am like super, I don't want to say hard on you guys. I push you guys, and I think you could agree, right? And I push myself, and part of that is so amazing and so good, but the other half of that is I want you to seriously know that I am your biggest cheerleader. Like, I am so freaking proud of you guys, and you should be proud of yourselves too. Like, we have come so far in even just the last 90 days from where we were this time last year. And I'm not even talking necessarily rank wise for anyone, just like mental state and the leadership, and just I'm watching the mindset shifts in all of you and in myself, and I just know that we are building such a powerhouse right now. And once we get our house built, like where we go from there is going to be absolutely incredible. So I'm really excited for what the next 90 days hold. I really want to encourage you to give yourselves a pat on the back today and make time for something that you really enjoy. Like for me yesterday, I went to the river, and I can honestly tell you that even though I was only gone for 3 hours, I need that time to regenerate. I need that time so that I can be a better mom, a better wife, a better leader, a better business owner. And I can tell you that yesterday before we left, there was a lot of anxiety. There was a lot of frustrations. There was a lot of like, I wasn't in a bad mood, but there was just a lot going on. And I find that like, especially as women, we compound the things from today and yesterday, and then it's just like this big thing. So I encourage you today. I know that it's month end. I know that you feel like you need to be working 24/7, and frankly, I agree with you, but you need to take time for you today. You need to unplug for 2 to 3 hours and literally put your phone on the counter off and regenerate. Because when you come back, you will be so much more productive than if you had just pushed through and worked your butt off. I can say that from experience, okay? This business doesn't work best when you're working 12 hours a day, because inevitably your mindset goes out the window. You can't give to that many people without refilling your cup, whether that's with self-development or just like taking a freaking bubble bath with a glass of wine, or like going on a walk with your kids, or going to the river like I did, like whatever it is. I really want to encourage you to watch the difference. Write down the state that you're in, the mood that you're in, what you're thinking about. Go unplug for a couple hours and leave your phone, and write down how you feel when you come back. And I want you to notice the difference of how you feel when you're working. Notice how you feel before you do it and after you do it. And the reason that I'm having you compare it is because this needs to be an all the time thing. I do not nearly do it enough. Like the river for me, I haven't left this house in like, I don't even know how long, you guys. And what I can tell you is that the work that I got done yesterday was equivalent, if not more, to the day before. And I had so much fun. We were doing a bunch of things, but I was so freaking productive. So, yes, it's month end. Yes, you're going to need to kill it. Yes, you're going to have to sacrifice some things. And you're going to have to work a little bit harder. That's just the reality, especially if you're pushing for a promotion, which every single one of us should be. So do the work, do the dang things, but also take some time to like reward yourself with you time. Okay, I'm going to